Once upon a time a fat guy hired some midgets and decided to build some stuff. The plan was simple. They'd build a bunch of toys and trinkets and stuff and the like, low cost of course, then drive around at night and sneak it all into people's houses, for marketing purposes, of course, and as such the fat guy would become rich and famous and all would be right with the world. Unfortunately, as luck would have it, it turned out that building stuff is hard, and it also turned out that the midgets had no real building skills whatsoever. The fat guy briefly considered just going to the local discount store and buying some cheap crap from there, but the midgets had no money, and, as with the fat guy himself, their credit was pretty much in the toilet. As such, they decided to slap some stuff together as best they could anyway, and so they did. And, lo and behold, the fat guy's big plan very nearly worked. Except for one tiny little matter, alas. For the purpose of proper marketing and the like, the fat guy had insisted that the midgets put his name on all the aforementioned goodies, and so they did. On a whim, he had decided to go with the name Santa, which, like the big plan itself, had come to him in a dream, after a long and drunken evening of watching holiday classics, of course. Unfortunately, the aforementioned midgets, in addition to being hopelessly unskilled, were also just the tiniest little bit illiterate, and as such had ever so slightly misspelled the fat guy's chosen name just a tad. Presumably by accident, or so they claimed, but the fat guy had in fact refused to pay them, so, well, there you are. The fat guy is doing time now, though he did ultimately achieve the tiniest little bit of fame at that. Albeit with the rather unsavory designation as the Satan Killer. He hadn't really actually killed anybody of course, but it had been a slow news day, and the name just ultimately stuck. As for the midgets, they're all reportedly back at the trailer park now and already making their own big plans for the next big holiday, presumably involving something to do with eggs or some such. And the moral to our sordid little holiday tale? Even the best laid plans can turn to poo, and sometimes, alas, they just do. The end.